Welcome to Math 60, Lesson 1. Today we're going to cover, let's see, what color should I use? Addition and subtraction of fractions Okay, so theorem, how do we add or subtract fractions? So given fraction a over b and fraction c over d, where a, b, c, and d represent any numbers, we have that number 1, if I were to add fraction a over b to fraction c over d, the way we do this is we multiply the two denominators, provided they're both non-zero, and I multiply the first numerator by the second denominator d, and then add to that, multiplying the second numerator c by the first denominator b. And number 2, how do we subtract fractions? So if I have a over b minus the fraction c over d, once again, I will multiply both denominators and put that in the denominator, so b times d, provided they're both non-zero. I'll take the first numerator a, multiply it by the second denominator d, from which I'm subtracting the second numerator c, multiplied by the first denominator b. So provided b is not 0 and d is not 0. Okay, so this is a lot of numbers in the form of, what do we call these, variables, so we don't want to see this. So for example, let's see by example if it'll make more sense. So given, let's do 3 over 4 and maybe 2 over 5. Evaluate the following. So number 1, what I'd like to evaluate is the sum 3 over 4 plus 2 over 5. So I'm going to color code. So I'm going to call the first fraction 3 over 4, and then I'm going to call the second fraction 2 over 5, color-coded in blue and yellow respectively. So the way we do this is we take and we multiply the two denominators according to the rule in the denominator, so 4 times 5. But then I take the first numerator 3 and multiply it by the second denominator 5, to which I then add the second numerator 2 multiplied by the first denominator 4. So what we've done in a sense is I've taken this 4, multiplied it by 2, taken this 5 over here, multiplied it by 3 in the numerator. Okay, so what does that give us then? 3 times 5 is 5 added to himself 3 times. So 3 times 5 is 5 plus 5 plus 5, or 15. So that's what we get for this first simplification here. Now 2 times 4 is 2 added to itself 4 times, or 4 added to itself twice. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So the simplification here, what color should I use? I'll use this blue. So the simplification here simplifies to 8. And we have all of this over 4 times 5 is 5 added to himself 4 times, which gives us 20. So now I simply add the two numbers in the numerator. 15 plus 8. Well, 8 is 5 plus 3, and 15 plus 5 is 20. So 3 more than 20 is 23 over 20. And there we are. So that's how we add fractions. And subscript number 2. Let's say we take their difference. That is, I want to subtract 2/5 from 3/4. So once again, I'm going to color code, but let me color code a bit more precisely this time. Let's say I have 3 over, and let's make this, I don't know, green. There we go, 3 over 4. And I want to subtract from that now. Let's do our yellow, 2 over, maybe I'll make this next one a light pink, 5. So according to the rule, I still take the product. That is, I multiply the two denominators. So I'll have 4 times 5 in the denominator. And now I take the first numerator, 3, and I multiply it by the second denominator, 5, from which I'm subtracting the product of the second numerator, 2, and the first denominator, 4. So what do we get? Well, 3 times 5 is 3 added to himself 5 times, or 5 added to himself 3 times. So that gives us 15. Minus now, 2 times 4 is 4 added to himself twice. So that'll be minus 8 all over. 4 times 5 is 5 added to himself 4 times, which is 20. So as above, I said that 8 was 5 plus 3. So I'm first going to subtract 5 from 15, which gives me 10. And then I'll subtract 3 from 10, leaving me with 7. So 7 over 20. And that's an example of how we add and subtract fractions.